Welcome into TuddyTalk. I'm Devin.
I'm Gifford.
And we are in August. That means it's time to start the 2025 season of just talking about football. And I'm ready. I think there's a renewed sense of excitement. I'm ready to dive in and to just get started. What do you think?
I am as well. I'm ready for the season to start.
So today we are going to start out with fantasy busts. That means each round we will go through and pick which person we think is going to be the biggest bust of each round.
This is a 12-person half PPR scoring system league.
In round one, I'm going to pick Malik Neighbors, the wide receiver for the Giants. I picked him because really he doesn't have any solid quarterback play.
Okay.
And he hasn't proven himself enough. Well, I should mark that with an asterisk. He proved last year that he's really good with really nobody around. And This is just me doubting Russ. I think this is more, I don't like Russell Wilson's talent at this point, and I don't trust Jackson Dart either. So I'm going to go with Malik Neighbors as my first round bust this year.
Fair enough. I am going with Mr. Ashton Jeanty. Ashton Jeanty is going to be the biggest bust of the first round because I do not trust the Raiders. Geno's going to be throwing a lot, and the offensive line is not that great. For a rookie, that's a lot to handle, and that is going to end up in a mediocre season for Mr. Jeanty.
I think Jeanty's a good pick, and frankly, if you take him, that it's a big risk, but it could also be a big reward.
Wink, wink, Tommy.
So moving on, actually, we're going to talk about the Raiders in round two because
I disagree with this one.
I am going with Brock Bowers.
Wow.
Here. Now, Brock just had one of the best tight end seasons for a rookie ever, and to doubt him is to doubt death and taxes, I guess. He's going to be really good. But I think he's being picked way too high. I don't think that Geno Smith is going to be able to handle him and give him what he needs to succeed as this Travis Kelce level tight end. I don't think that Geno can do it. Add on top of that, Ashton Jeanty. I am of the idea that Jeanty is going to be really good. So he's going to take a lot of play from Brock Bowers. And yeah, Brock is going to be my round two bust.
Okay. My round two bust is going to be Bucky Irving. And we are not talking Thunderbolts here. We're talking Bucky Irving of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm just not sold on Bucky as a high-end second-round pick. I think he was very up and down last year. I know he's competing with Rachaad White last year, but I don't know. I think Baker's a throw-heavy type of quarterback, and they just don't need to run the ball that much this year to be successful. So, I think Bucky doesn't deserve to be in the second round.
I could see that. I think both of ours, they should be a little bit lower, but I mean, who do you move up? Round three, I'm going to move to James Cook. And
okay.
I'm known to be a big James Cook believer. I have liked him every year. But, I'm going to give into the propaganda of Ray Davis and Josh Allen. They're both serviceable, and they're both going to take the job from James Cook. They're going to take his snaps. They're going to take his runs. I don't think that James Cook is going to outproduce what he did last year, which is what made him a third rounder in the first place.
18 touchdowns last year.
It's not going to happen again.
Man, you and those Davises in Buffalo, man. There's a connection there. Round three for me is going to be Garrett Wilson. He was my first round pick last year, and that was reasonable with Aaron Rodgers at the helm. With Justin Fields, run first type of quarterback, that is not going to work. Justin Fields is not going to be able to move the ball down the field, and Garrett Wilson is going to pay for that lack of skill.
That's very fair. Justin Fields is not accurate, and he's not very good. He's also well known for dumping off to his running back. So,
yep.
Breece Hall, open up those lanes because I could see you getting a lot of work. Moving to round 4, I'm going to go with a familiar face. He's been around for a long time, Davante Adams. Unfortunately, I think the fall off comes here. You don't have the connection with Matt Stafford that you had with Aaron Rodgers. So this is a new system, really. And that's if Stafford can even play. Right now, he is dealing with his back injury. We'll see if he can move up. On top of that, Davante Adams is now the number 2. Over on the Jets, over on the Packers, he was the number 1 option. He was the guy on the offense. Here in LA, he's got competition from Puka Nacua. First of all, he's going to be the star. They also have the running backs there that can catch passes here and there. I just don't see that Adams is going to outproduce his round 4 valuation.
Fair enough. Round 4 for me was a pretty easy pick. I'm going with Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice is coming off a gruesome leg injury on a kickoff return, I remember, or a punt.
LCL.
LCL.
No, Patrick Mahomes took him out.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes. It was an interception, my bad.
Yeah, it pissed me off.
It was an interception. So Rashee Rice had that. We all know the offseason incident. So just a setback, and he's guaranteed to miss a couple games this year due to suspension. So in this league, you can't afford one of your best players to miss games, and that might cost you a game or two. So I'm automatically going to put Rashee Rice round 4 as a bust.
Round 5, I am going with the ever-reliable David Montgomery. Now, this is controversial, but I think this is Gibbs' year. I think that they don't spell him as much. I think David Montgomery is going to go for 600 yards and 5 touchdowns, which is not what he's projected right now. He's projected about 700 yards or 800 yards and 7 or 8 touchdowns as well. So looking at this, I think David Montgomery belongs somewhere in the 7th, 8th, maybe even 9th round.
Interesting. We have been doubting Monty for a couple years now, but if it happens this year, it happens. Round 5 for me is going to be Mr. Isaiah Pacheco. Mr. Pacheco has not performed in his years in NFL. It hasn't happened. And as the RB1 this whole time, it's just, injury prone. And I just do not think he's RB1 material. I think he needs to be in a split workload, kind of like mix in Chubb, Achane, Mostert. I don't think he can handle the whole load. But Isaiah Pacheco is not worthy to be in the first 5 rounds of a fantasy draft.
I get it. Pacheco, he was hyped coming out of the draft because he went to the Chiefs. He's too aggressive when he runs, He
ain't Jamal Charles. He ain't even the old like the
he's
first.
Not the Nigerian nightmare. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
much.
He's not the RB the first RB that Patrick played with. Who was that?
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt. He's not even close to that. So
Kareem's still there, by the way. Let's move on to round 6, where I'm going to take another tight end, which is weird for me. I don't usually focus on that. TJ Hawkinson from the Vikings. I don't think that he's going to be a top 7 tight end this year. I mean, you look at it last year, obviously he had the big injury. He came back week 9, but post week 9, he was only over 10 points twice. And most of the other times he was below 7 points. I don't think that TJ Hawkinson fits with this offense, whatever that is, unless JJ McCarthy can change something around there. But I just don't think that he's going to be this solid tight end that you want to draft. One of the sleeper ones. It's not worth the pick.
I agree with that, especially when you're coming from Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's best year in the league to JJ McCarthy. Definitely going to be a drop off there, no matter what JJ does. In round 6, I'm going with DeAndre Swift. Also had DeAndre Swift last year, and from firsthand experience, probably got 3 or 4 good games out of him. It's not really his fault, but Caleb Williams is pass heavy, and the line is just not that good. So with DeAndre Swift, it's just going to lead to mediocre numbers and not a lot of points scored at that position in round 6.
Easy enough. I don't really like Swift either, but that's just my bias. I haven't ever liked him. We're going to go through each one, and I'm going to say my biggest bust this year, 2025, is going to be Brock Bowers.
Blows my mind.
He is too high. You guys are overhyping him. He does not need to be going in the second round.
I'm sorry.
Save him for the third. Save him for. I mean, even late second is too early for me. I'd say third is a good place to start taking him. And I mean, on top of that, Trey McBride's right there. Trey's going to be so much better than Brock Bowers. It doesn't even matter. Why would you decide to go for Brock Bowers when you have Trey, who is a proven commodity? He hasn't changed any offensive systems. Brock Bowers is going to be a bust in the second round.
There he goes, promoting his own players again.
Chill.
The biggest bust of the draft for me is going to be Mr. Ashton Jeanty. 2 Raiders.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
Ashton's going to have a long uphill battle. He has that hype of Bijan coming out of the draft, but I just think Bijan's a better running back. I'll say it. Bijan's going to be a better running back their whole career, start to finish. And beginning your career on the Raiders is just not a good start. It's almost like starting on the Browns, you know? It's just not where you want to be. And Ashton Jeanty is going to be making a person cry, whoever picks them in the first round.
I agree. Jeanty is not the talent that Bijan is.
No.
Probably a second rounder. And that was Tuddy Talk. I'm Devin. That's Gifford. We will see you next time. Please let us know what you thought in the comments, and goodbye.